And greetings everyone, welcome back. Let's see, we just got up from the maze, the shield maze. We made it through. Collect some stuff. I think we might be... I can hear the sound of battle from above. Out of the pan and into the fire. I think this might be a point where we're... we might switch back to... long spear. Real time with pause rather than turn-based.
I'm gone.
But let's see what happens. So do we have... No. We have a Nevia with us, but where's Hurgescorn? Or Horgescorn, sorry. Oh, there he is. Quick save. I guess to take care of everyone. Irabeth. The half-orc before you, wearing armor adorned with Iomedae's golden swords, is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep over the last few days. There's soot on her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard and focused, and a firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprised, judging whether you are friend or foe. Opens her mouth and asks you something, but freezes when she spots a Nevia.
By the goddess, Nevi, I'd almost lost all hope.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. I'm here. This here is a new friend. She rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without her, we'd never have made it out. Let me introduce you to my wife, Arabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canabras. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Nevia out of there.
Let's see, Irabeth is the temp warden. Canabras. Until army arrives. Taking a bit of notes here. I know it's not really necessary. You get a lot of abilities to, you know, stuff like this. But I kind of like... I've learned that I like jotting down names so I can keep better track of the characters. Where are we? What is the target of this battle? Let's see. We just got out of the ground. We don't know where we are. Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
What is the target of this battle?
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Ward Stone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Ward Stone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canabras will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world.
Let's see, the Wardstone, powerful artifact, keeping the world wound expansion at bay. First, the greatest... Iomedae, yep, yeah. We talked about that in the past. Mendavian Crusades. In 4433, Aradin defeated a cult dedicated to the demon lord Discari, making the north of Avestan safe from demonic influence. However, this protection ended with Aradin's death in 6406. Well, he lived quite a while. Was Aradin... Probably wasn't human then. Maybe he was. I don't know how long a lifespan of a human is in this fantasy setting. Same year, the world wound was opened by the witch Aurelu Vorlash. Working in conjunction with the demonic patron Discari, demons poured out and overran the barbarian nation of Sarkoris. The world wound was not large at first, but soon it abruptly expanded. As it kept growing, it came to be seen as a threat to the entire world. Alright. Canabras, that's the city we're in.
I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
Let's see. I have important information about the location of the cultist den. Yeah, that's true. We picked up the letter from Horlin. We met some mongrels. What's the situation in the city? Tell me about the Wardstone. How did the Wardstone end up in the Grey Garrison? Let's not waste any time. I have important news about the location of cultist den.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison.
We met some mongrels who live beneath Canabras. This is Lan.
Most people in Canabras think that the children of the First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
What is the situation in the city? We have been underground for about 3 days, I reckon. Maybe.
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the Dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours. The civilians either fled or died in the chaos. The place is overrun with cultists and demons.
Don't talk like that. Canabras hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
Sweet words don't change the grim truth.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomedae abandons us, we will fight for Canabras.
Tell me about the Wardstone. Why is it so important? Well, it keeps the world wound at bay. How did the Wardstone end up in the Grey Garrison? Well, we might as well see what she has to say, actually.
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the world wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabras obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss.
How did the Wardstone end up in the Grey Garrison?
The demons have long laid siege to Canabras, but this time, their lord Dascari appeared in the flesh. He ripped the Wardstone from the ground and hurled it halfway across the city to here. I thought the stone was destroyed, but it seems all is not lost, yet. Dascari has gone, but the Wardstone is surrounded by a horde of those creatures. What are they going to do to it? Nothing good, that's for certain.
But how did he do that? He's a demon! The Wardstone should have burned his filthy hide!
It should have. But what happened, happened. We don't know why.
Let's not waste any time to battle.
That's the spirit. You, take a Navia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
You hear labored breathing, intercepted with disgruntled muttering. August is holding his rapier hilt in a white-knuckled grip. A bead of sweat trickles down from his temple.
Lord Horgus Worm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Canabras can be said to be safe right now.
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so great. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
For Iomedae! For the Queen! Kill the beasts!
Erebeth raises her blade, and the soldiers, inspired by her cry, rush into battle with renewed vigor. Queen Galfrey is the absolute monarch. Monarch of the Crusader state of Mendev and leader of the Mendevian Crusades. While today the name of the Crusader Queen is known throughout the Inner Sea region, it's easy to forget that Galfrey did not start the rule of Mendev as a paladin of Iomedae, but rather of Eredin. When the World Wound opened and forever changed Mendev, Galfrey was still an untested young ruler who was forced to deal with the death of her god while simultaneously rallying her nation against the abyssal threat to the west. She rose to the challenge, however, and her relationship was instrumental over the next several years, not only in protecting Mendev from demonic invasion, but also in holding the border against the World Wound. When the Church of Iomedae organized the First Crusade, it joined forces with Mendev to push back the demon armies. During these battles, Galfrey time and time again distinguished herself with keen grasp of tactics and skill at leadership, but this inspiration went both ways. In the Church of Iomedae, Galfrey found something to replace her lost faith. By the time the First Crusade ended with the apparent defeat of the demon armies, Galfrey had converted and became a worshipper of Iomedae, and had completely retrained herself as one of the Inheritor's most devout paladins. Eager to retain such a valuable leader at the head of the crusade, the Church of Iomedae twice purchased and presented to the Queen the rare and expensive Sun Orchid elixir, which extends mortal life beyond its usual span. Thanks to this boon, the Queen has lived and led the crusade for more than a century. Yeah, I have to admit, I don't actually know the current year. Ooh, masterwork. Taking it. Masterwork stuff's worth money. I think that's closed. It's locked. Okay, nothing to see here. Staunton Vein.
Save the last one for me.
You are playing with auto end turn option enabled. This option allows the game to end the turn automatically when a character finishes their standard move and action. Do you want to leave this option enabled? I might pick no actually, because I've made the mistake of trying to end a turn with space and then I would kind of mess up. No. You know, we might turn to we might just go ahead and use our weapons for if we can. Let's see, Lan, can you hit us something?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
There you go.
Attack!
Alright.
No glory without risk.
For Cadabras, for the Queen. Combat has finished. We'll take the scraps. Scroll of Bane, Masterwork. Dagger, Masterwork, taking it. Cure light wounds. Fire Belly. A magical fire warms your belly, granting you fire resistance 5 and making gut hot to the touch, but not enough to damage you or anything else. Okay. Scroll of Bane. Mind affecting, fear, compulsion, emotion, negative emotion. Scroll of Doom. Alright. Sealed with magic. Should probably... I don't know if I should switch back to... Yeah, you'd almost miss it.
I am helpful, am I not?
Inflict light wounds. When laying your hands upon a creature, you channel negative energy. Okay. Interesting. That you could use that as a potion, I guess. Hey, I know you. So you're one of these cultists. How's it going, pal? Want to join? Your lot will all be dead soon, but we'll be alive. I think he walks over. I can't. Come on, leave these losers. The Crusades are over. Soon the demons will rule the world. Yeah. Here goes nothing. All hail Baphomet. Cowardly traitor! I swear on the word of Iomedae, you will answer for your betrayal.
Be careful, everyone.
Iomedae, protect us. Alright. Thing is, I think they're gonna fight those guys. We might have to fight these guys. Cultist, 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 cultist. Sharpshooter. Which ones do we want to shoot?
You won't survive me.
Good. Flat-footed creatures. Your character Sela was attacked while they were flat-footed. A creature is flat-footed when it doesn't expect an attack. In this case, it loses dexterity bonus to AC and becomes vulnerable to sneak attacks. During the first round of every combat, every creature is flat-footed until it has its turn to act according to its initiative. A creature is also treated as flat-footed when it can't see an enemy. It might happen if it's blinded or the enemy is invisible. When there are more enemies in melee than your allies, they outflank you, treating your character as flat-footed and getting an attack bonus. Character whose AC depends on the dexterity bonus need to raise their initiative, for example by taking improved initiative feat, so they won't be defenseless at the beginning of battle. You can also try encircling enemies, holding them off in tight spaces, such as doors, or controlling their movement with spells like Entangle.
Aim carefully.
Good. Yeah, we probably better switch to our other weapons again. I should have done so downstairs. Sheila. Go on. Yeah, you can no longer attack.
The Inheritor.
Probably
Guide
better
my
to get
blade.
close. Lan. Nope.
Endure this.
Good job, Len. Although he did get hit, but... Oh, I could have used the potion, actually. That's not like an action that takes up a whole bunch of time. Stand here for a bit. Stop hitting Lan. Still allowed to attack.
This was unexpected.
He'll get up. He's still fine. Sheila.
The light take you!
Yeah.
Matritium Turinos. A solid plan.
There we go. Thank you. Can you make that? Yes, you can. Oh, there's a lot of them. Wait, why is Lance still down? Oh, guess he was hurt pretty bad. Move out of it. Crap. Stand over there so you can do an attack of opportunity maybe. Stretch. How many health do you have? Can I just see? 18? 11. Okay, hit this one first.
No glory
And
without
miss.
risk.
Thank you. Yeah. What? Alright, get up, Lan. And use the potion. Or can you attack? No. Should probably turn that off. Get out there. Let's go. Can you get close enough to heal? No.
Matritium Turinos.
Guess not.
Attack.
Hit for 7.
This will leave a bruise. Will anyone do? Yeah. No?
The Inheritor. Guide my blade.
Also, heal yourself. Not for much, but can you still use? Alright. Let's see, Lan, can you hit that one? No.
Make every strike count.
Oh, nice one, Lan. I guess they're done fighting. Still has to... Can you just attack now?
I'll cut you wide open.
Nice.
Aim carefully.
Good. Yeah, get close to that one. You go for that one.
Did I mess up again?
Or not.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
This spell eludes me.
After the target is blocked. Just get out of the way a bit. Oh, that was lucky. They still have resist cold.
You won't survive me.
There we go. Got some XP from it.
A bright future awaits us.
Nice. Big roll. And big one. You cannot use this. Huh. Can you? Yes, you can. Okay. Take another big one. She can almost use that. Alright,
We should move.
let's have a look around. The door is locked by some unusual magical means. There is no lock to be seen. Let's see what we have. Scroll protection from law. Haze of dreams. Masterwork. Masterwork. Potion. Scroll. Masterwork. Alright. Remove fear. All allies. Unbreakable heart. Which gains +4 morale bonus against mind affecting effects that rely on negative emotions such as crushing despair, rage or fear effect. Heavy masterwork. Short sword, masterwork longbow, chainmail, masterwork. Nope. The stairs are severely damaged. This way is impossible. Impossible. We're at an impasse. Neophyte wizard. To battle! Let's take Canabra's bag. To the 3rd floor. Yeah. All the stuff we picked up for destroy. way back. We can only go forward. That's the queen actually there. Queen Galfrey.
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh! What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me?
Monaco. You again, you wench!
The aged dwarf from Erebeth's troop, silent up till now, spits on the floor. His hardened, craggy face, like storm-weathered stone, twists as if in pain.
Minago, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabras. She must be back to finish what she started.
Minago. The powerful Lilitu Minago is one of the demons whose name in Mendev are always spoken with a curse. She's the author of two of the most horrific atrocities in the history of the Crusade. Fall of Dresden and the Red Morning Massacre of Canabras. Staunton, do you know this demon? Chaotic? Hey demon woman, what's wrong with your face? Out of the way, beast. This seems a bit familiar. We do not know this dwarf, and now we're already asking him questions. Pretty serious ones, but let's out of the way, beast. I don't know. Let's.
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close we were.
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Founded as a city fortress during the hubris of the First Mendevian Crusade, Dresden was overtaken by demonic hordes of the World Wound. It now stands as a demonic monument to the foolish naivety of the early Crusades. Crusaders, yeah, we've read that already.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, no, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
And she's gone. Lan? Oh, we should have healed you, Lan. I'm sorry.
Endure this!
Damage reduction. Yeah, we should have used... Oh, an attack of opportunity. That's no good. Miss. Sheila.
The light. Take
There you go. 12 damage. Lan.
Make every strike count.
Oh yeah, I should have used your cold iron. I think no matter what, she might as well.
The spirits demand your blood!
There you go. There you go, Staunton. Yeah. Go on.
Solid plan.
No glory without risk.
Lan, take a potion. Can you hit that one? No.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
There you go. Take it off. Camellia. Whopping 1 damage. Can you go there? Get him. Nice.
Into the fray.
You won't survive me.
Good job, Lan. And miss. And missed an attack of opportunity. Go stand there. Nice.
Endure this.
There you go. Combat is finished. Regular stuff, taking that. Masterwork. Thank you.
Follow my steps.
Lore.
Completed.
The unholy symbol of the Scari, the demon lord who attacked Knarp has drawn in human blood. Right, who is gonna do the mobility check? Lan.
Thanks, Len.
Good job, Lan. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly your head is filled with voices. Screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening voices, pleading for help. Shrieking curses and taunts. You blink and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. you made it all the way here. This is it, your precious ward stone. But what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
Sounds terrifying, except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious ward stone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves. So you have a choice. Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof, pledge your loyalty to Baphomet, and when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours.
Demon Lord of Beasts and Labyrinths. Yeah. We saw his visage in, well, a bust, I guess, in the maze. Who are you? What are you doing to the stone? Shut your shut your filthy mouth, scum. We haven't really had introductions. Who are you?
You've already forgotten me. You mortals have awfully short memories, even shorter than your little lives. Staunton, sweetums, don't you want to introduce me to your friends properly? No? Well, I'd better do it myself. I am Minago, Lily 2 and faithful servant of Baphomet, and leader of his armies. The city is mine now. I'm just starting to settle in, get things just how I like them. But once I'm finished, I promise you, the results will be simply to die for.
And it was such a charming little place until you sullied it with your presence. It had such lovely boulevards, quiet and shaded. You took those away from me, and I shan't forgive you for that.
They've done much worse things than spoil the promenades. All the people they've killed.
Yes, of course, you're right. I grieve for the common folk as well.
Oh, how high are you? You feel righteous fury swell within you. How dare this demon besmirch the crown of this beautiful world with her hoofs? A world created by the gods and cultivated by mortals. And these cultists, how dare they betray all that is sacred in this world and join the forces of the foulest evil? Can they repent and redeem themselves, or have they followed the path of evil past the point of no return? The wardstones seem to sense your thought. The chamber grows slightly brighter. Good. Requires angel mythic path to reveal the light of heaven. Your victory celebrations are a little premature, demon. Well, let's try it. Or should we ask what she's doing to the stone?
Well, quite what am I doing to it?
Quite.
Probably the same thing I did to many of your comrades. Sweetly and tenderly persuading it to abandon the mortals and join our side.
Prepare to fight to the death, demon! We won't let that happen.
Evil, succumb to the rage. Feel a sudden wild rage, and with it comes the feeling of monstrous, unbridled, destructive powers. It is like the power you felt in Shield Maze when you were confronting Sevemalak. But now it feels more like a fully fledged, more conscious. Nope, we're gonna do the good path. You performed an action that was good. Echoing the holy flame erupting from your hand, the light also gets brighter and brighter until it floods the chamber. You hear the voices again, stronger now. They repeat your words like a choir of angels.
Hey, no eyes! Didn't you tell us that heaven had turned its back on us and no one would come to our aid?
Don't listen to her. The fiend wants us to lose all hope. She won't succeed.
I'm done with this shit! I only followed this hoofed menace because I thought the Crusaders had it, and there was no other way to protect my family. But now I see that there is hope. I won't bow before these heinous idols ever again. If they kill me, at least I'll die a decent death.
Let's see, the cultists glance at each other, hesitating. At last, the man who was first to speak up against Minago rips Baphomet's unholy symbol from his chest and casts it onto the floor.
Yes! Return to our side, friends! Have courage! We will welcome you back. And heaven never abandoned you, no matter what this deceiver told you.
Turncoat, I'll cut out your heart.
We'll see how tough you really are. We let you frighten us once, but it won't happen again.
Watch each other.
I don't think attacking Monaco will have much use.
Make every strike count.
Go stand there. Let's hold off a bit. Hey, we're all fatigued. Oh, I think Monaco just did that to us. Get him, Staunton. I'll do this. Yep. Great. Why can you not do this? Yeah.
The light take you!
Nice.
Attack!
Whoa, what? Oh,
Don't worry about me.
that's bad.
It should work. Is it flawed? It should work. Is it flawed?
Why?
It should work. Is it flawed?
Aim
properly. I require healing.
That's it. I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the Ward Stone? Here's a little demonstration.
The demoness whispers a spell and wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it is nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. Good. Your evil spells won't stop a righteous army.
Iomedae is with us!
Yes. Keep telling yourself that.
The roar of voices blends into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark. Oh, hold up my headphones there. There we go. Need to hear all this magnificent screaming. It's time to decide at last what to do about the world wound. Is it?
Praise Iomedae, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
What happened?
We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
It's alright. We'll handle it somehow. Found a cultist dispatch in the dungeon. It seems they are holed up in the Tower of Estrad.
Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
What's the situation in the city?
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting.
What do you plan to do next?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Ward Stone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a Ward Stone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomedae's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
Tell me about Wardstone, why is it so important? Well, we know by now. Can I help you in any way?
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Ward Stone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone. Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the Storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the Storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. but I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use.
The half-orc smiles at you encouragingly.
And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabris, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
Okay. Kinda weird actually, that so much mayhem going on and they're sending us out to look for this one missing soldier. Anyway, sure.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canabris still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Inevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Okay, we should have luck. There we go. And we leveled up. Personal chest. What do we have here? It's all unidentified, alright. Unable to identify.
Let's head out.
Identifying items. You have received the item Helmet that no one in your party was able to identify. To learn the properties of a magic item, you need to identify it. Once the item is added to your inventory, the character with the highest arcane knowledge will make a check. Upon increasing their knowledge, the character will make attempts at identifying all items in your inventory. Develop knowledge. Worst case scenario, you'll have to wait until your next encounter with a vendor. Right. There's Nevia. Hey, wait. Mind if I bend your ear? Well, mind if I bend your ear about something? Nevia's outside your door, leaning casually against a shell. So, here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission, I get that, and I know you'll get the job done, I saw you in action, but here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Everything seems clear so far, what else do you wish to discuss? Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? When do you think that it will attack next? Thank you for the warning. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? You what? No, your task is far too important. You can't just hole up here all cozy like, waiting for the demons to knock on the door. We need to take the fight to them. But if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to a pile of ash, got it? When do you think the demons will attack next? Your guess is as good as mine. It might not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand and that we're going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know after they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you've got any business that needs taken care of, you'd better do it soon. Seems kind of a in-game way to tell you about well, basically that you might not be able to complete quests if you wait too long. Everything seems clear so far. What else did you want to discuss? So, the rift that damn beetle left with his scythe. Yeah, well, it cut the city in two, and it's kinda difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them tried to make sure, but if you get a mind to go across, if you've got a mind to go across, and I think you're gonna have to eventually, you might want to give that square a once over. Thank you. Later, watch yourself out there. How much longer can we hold out? A day? 2? Ooh, that cat doesn't know where to go. Camille Hawks. Peasant Survivor, Crusader. Hey, Horgus. 1,000 gold coins for you. Just as promised, you help me get back to the surface and I duly pay you for escorting me. August Gwern always keeps his word. Now, speaking of our further cooperation, August Gwern looks at you with unvarnished disapproval. His arms folded across his chest, his foot tapping impatiently. I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay generously for your services. What do you mean, a job for someone like me? So what does this job involve? What kind of reward are we talking? I'm not interested. So what does this job involve? You shall be my bodyguard. You see, I have a good reason to return to my mansion here in Canabres. I still have... Well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with a large garden in a wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had tried to get inside. One way or another, I shudder to imagine the state it's in now. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Iomedae knows what's happened there since. Therefore, I would ask you to meet me at my mansion and guard me there until I complete my business. Yeah, Iomedae is his deity. Iomedae, the god of cities, laws, merchants, and wealth. Also the god of walls and ditches in the Eastern Dragon Empires. Is known to be a patient deity, maintaining a strong neutral stance in his actions. He strives to expand civilization and order among the peoples of Golarion. I already asked the local paladins for help, but they've no desire to set foot outside this tavern. Damn cowards and traitors, that's what they are. Also, please do take Camellia with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She is of noble birth, after all. Yeah, I know, I won't spoil it, but I know the deal between him and Camellia. Deal. Marvelous, most excellent. Augus's face relaxes, smoothing a few of the tense lines. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you needn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand, but do hurry, unless you want me to lower your reward. Gwyrm's mansion has been revealed. Let's speak to Camellia. Camellia looks you over pensively, toying with the snake-shaped bone amulet that dangles from a pale neck. Noticing your glance, he flashes you a cold, barely there smile. Greetings. It seems for a moment that she wants to say something else, but the pause grows too long and she sleeps back into cautious silence. Let's see, tell me about yourself. Where did you learn to wield a rapier so well? Your amulet is quite unusual. Where did you get it? You're much more relaxed during combat. Your battle cries are uninhibited. You don't belong in my party. I have to go, we'll talk later. Let's see. So yeah, since we're looking at the amulet, it seemed quite unusual. Ah, my little trinket. It's so nice of you to notice, but I assure you, this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? Sure. Your speech tells me you are of noble birth, and also Gwyrm told me. Where did you learn to wield a rapier so well? I had good teachers, although they don't get all the credit. I am a most vigilant student. Camellia licks her parched lips. Tell me about yourself. You're much more relaxed. Your speech tells me you're of noble birth. Are you of noble birth? Camellia laughs her practiced musical smile as she watches you from under her lowered lashes. You're most insightful. A fine quality to have. Camellia's laughter ends, and unspoken words hang in the silence. Let's see, still, I believe that being of noble birth does not give anyone the right to look down on others. Forgive me if my question disturbed you. I couldn't resist such a noble and beautiful lady. I will stop bothering you immediately if talking to me upsets you. There's nothing wrong with being a noble. People are not born equal. Well, I suppose we all have our good and bad qualities. I'm not really... don't really like any of these options. Fine quality to have. Well, I suppose we all have good and bad qualities. I don't know if that's a slight against ourselves or against Camellia. Eh. I wouldn't have pegged you as a philosopher. I don't want to get into all this. Well, I have to go. I won't keep you. I think Gox is a merchant. A strange figure towers at the bar. A huge, ungainly man with skin so milky white that his blue veins are visible even from a distance. His bald head is equal parts lumpy and pitted, and blood-filled eyes stare impassively at you from beneath his pale brow. The glass in the albino's large, clumsy hands looks dangerously delicate, as if one twitch of those calloused fingers would be enough to crush it. A gold medallion engraved with a tankard gleams around his neck. What'll it be? Law religion check passed. The medallion you're wearing, that's a sacred symbol, isn't it? Are you a cleric of Kaleen? I'm a tavern keeper. Best in the city. The best there's ever been. And I pray to the best god there is. Well, we got 5 XP for that. Show me what you have. Potions. Do you have scrolls? What's this? Once per day, you may use this item to grant your party total concealment against ranged attacks for 1 minute. Huh. That seems pretty good. Dark Omen. The wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously. It grants them the ability to cast the following spells: Ray of Enfeeblement, Scare Ray of Exhaustion, Fear. To cast a spell, the wearer still needs to have a spell slot of the required level. That one might be good for a character we get later on. Bag of Holding, small. We might have to get this. Better. Spicy pastry. Sure. Also, I want to sell these. Let's hold on to that one. Hold on to those. Yeah. I don't know if you have use for this. Dashing Cavalier's Gloves. These gloves grant their wearer +1 morale bonus on attack rolls. In addition, they also grant a +2 damage rolls while mounted. Okay. I guess we don't have a Cavalier, and I'm not really planning to get one. +5 bonus to maximum hit points, alright. Braces of armor. Right. Righteous Exorcist braces. Damage rolls against demons. Okay. Only a main character can equip these braces, alright. These goggles grant the wearer +2 bonus and damage rolls against swarms. Alright. No, I don't mean search. Okay. Yeah, we did everything. We have 3,700. But I may have to buy... Oh, we might need a couple of those actually. Oh. How much is that? Yeah, I'll take it. See, these are not too expensive. I'll get a few. There we go. Thank you, sir. New recipe. Right click it, learn to memorize. Okay, so we have to do that. There we go. Alright, we need to level up. Fighter, yeah. Okay, 2. Good, nice. Feet, alright. What should we get? We have heavy armor focus already. Might get iron will. Missile shield might be good as well. Toughness might be good as well. Ooh. Spell focus. How can we? We don't have any spells. Can we get? Okay. At some point, we might want to get outflank. Let's see. Combat mobility. You can easily move through a dangerous melee. +4 dodge bonus to arm class against attack of opportunity caused by you to move within a certain area. Alright. So we could get that or Iron Will. I'm gonna get Iron Will first. Yeah. I don't wanna get feared or mind controlled. $34 health. Alright.
Let us be careful.
How did the city fall so easily? What were the bloody paladin doing? Let's see. Fawn Autumn Haze. A tall, fragile-looking elf sits in front of you, eyes closed. He is pale as a ghost, but his arms wrapped in a blood-stained bandage. You spot other bandages on his body under his clothes, but even in such a miserable state, he manages to keep calm. Raising his eyes to meet yours, he says faintly, "I am Fawn Autumn Haze, at your service." His pale lips are reddened by blood, but you see no sign of pain or fear in his grey eyes. Do you need help? After giving you a cold, intense look, he shakes his head. "Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local healer tended to me. Besides, I come from a resilient, hardy people. My body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered through them." Who are you? "My name is Fawn Autumn Haze. I've come here from Keonin, the homeland of the elven race on Golarion. Keonin was almost completely evacuated by the elves just before the fall of the Starstone. They only recently, by elven standards, returned to Golarion to reclaim their ancient homeland and have become an isolationist realm, allowing few non-elven visitors on the mist-shrouded capital, Iadara. I think I looked up elves in Pathfinder universe. They're quite, well, depends on what you think is weird, but I think elves in the Pathfinder universe are considered aliens, like actual aliens coming from space to Golarion. Because I am a hunter and all minions of evil are my quarry, I won't say more than that. If you don't mind, we are strangers, and of different races and cultures. I'd rather not tell you more than is necessary. So probably this would have been different if we were an elf. Who wounded you? A sinner and accomplice to demons. The poor I am hunting this inhospitable place. I am Aladdin. You can trust me. I might be able to help you. Yes. After a brief pause, Fawn says, "It would be impolite to refuse such a direct and friendly offer. Who is your quarry here in Mendav?" "I was hunting a fugitive, Descarite by the name Kaelisa. It pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors such as her among my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Canabras, and I wounded her. Then demons appeared and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in the battle that ensued and couldn't free her soul from its service to a dark master. He expresses no anger or hatred as he speaks, only compassionate sorrow. I am sorry for your misfortune. I hope things will turn out differently next time." You're not that great of a hunter, it seems. "I'm sorry for your misfortune." He purses his lips. "There is no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with great longevity. We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races, and we learn our lessons better than anyone. That goes for learning from our mistakes as well. I survived, which means I'll be more prepared when next we meet. I will aid you in your hunt. I thank you. But this is my mission, and I'm used to facing all manners of terrors on my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. If you happen to meet Kaelisa, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil and darkness. Darkness has rewarded her with many gifts. Her appearance alone will tell you that. It is warped. The agate skin, the malicious stare of her blood-red eyes, the bestial teeth. She's more monster than elf at this point. I don't think... What does this Kaelisa look like again? I don't think we'll pass this. Yep, failed. Her skin is dark, her hair is preternaturally white, her red eyes can see perfectly in the dark, which, to my dismay, I've come to know from experience. But bright light causes her kind pain. I used an alchemical powder that explodes in a dazzling flash, and she cried out as if I had stabbed her. Sounds like a Dungeons and Dragons dark elf. It's clear that this woman is a faithful servant of darkness. The marks on Kaelisa's masters have left on her appearance says as much. I have to go. Good fortune. I think we found that Kaelisa actually. Kaelisa. Last time I played. To the basement. Woolchief is in here, right? Yeah. I was looking at a build for Woolchief. Which kind of had a hard time finding anything really. Because Vextra Life has done a lot of builds for your companions. And Woolchief wasn't one of them. Severe penalty on a physical checks. Wearing armor can impose penalty skills checks. What? Am I wearing armor that gives penalties? Maybe yeah. I don't know. Might as well wear those. And these for now. I might give these to someone else. Well, we look very dashing. Guard, Delvin, guard. How? 26 armor class, fat footed touch. Yeah. No idea really. Right, let's level up our friends here. Lan, let's see. send Archer next. Len is focusing on stealth, mobility, and athletics. Mobility, stealth, athletics. Okay, so since he's also doing athletics, just like our main character, which is a bit of a shame, we're doubling up on stuff. Well, maybe if the one fails. Let's see, we need deadly aim. Oh, there we go. I guess we have no choice, do we? Yeah, longbow. Camellia. Yeah, still going shaman. You are focusing on trickery and perception. You need weapon focus rapier. Yep. That reminds me, I should get her spells ready. Healing, should we give you anything else? Cast fear, remove fear might be handy. Oh, should have done this. Should have done this earlier. Let's do remove fear maybe. Or bane, or bless might be good. Let's get bless actually. Level 0. Days. We should try that. Stabilize. Touch fatigue. Okay. Bull strength. That one goes there. What's this? This spell functions as entangle, except the plants are coated with an irritating sap that creates a painful itching rash on creatures that touch them. Any creature that enters this area must succeed a fortitude save or be sickened as long as it remains in the area. It's pretty good, maybe. Let's put that on. Restoration, hold person, delay poison, cure moderate wounds, yeah. Remove paralysis. It's good to have that. Yeah. They still have got their resist cold going, which is quite funny. Let's see. Sheila. Mobility, persuasion, use magic device. Still at -4 though. I don't really know why we're doing mobility. Oh well. You get... do you already have heavy armor focus? No, you don't. That's what you're getting. Whenever the paladin uses lay on hands to heal damage to one target, the target is no longer fatigued. No longer shaken, no longer sickened. I think fatigued is the one. Right, there we go. That takes care of our characters. Surrender thy soul, Dalvin. Iomedae, protect us. Ha! Got you again. How many times is that today? Take your jokes and shove them, thiefling. Whoa, easy there, Chief. Don't hit me.
Tread lightly.
Taking it. Right, so we have a bunch of levers here. But how did it work again? The button won't budge. No, maybe all up. That one down. That one down. That one down.
I'm gone.
That one up. There we go.
Follow my steps.
No, go in there. Yellow letter. Half a century ago, our parents fled their homeland in Sarkoris. Terrified of the invading demons, they were certain that the war would soon be over, so they didn't go too far and found their refuge here in Canabras. They used what little savings they had to build a tavern where any crusaders could get a bowl of soup and a good night's rest in exchange for some money and news about their recent victories. The city looked completely different back then. It was a triumphant city, full of hope, inspiring songs and brave paladins in shining armor. We praised Our Lady Pelura openly and hoped that the lands of our ancestors would be ours again in no time. Things have changed since then, though. Our parents have left to the goddesses' halls. Dresden is long gone, the world wound grows deeper every day, and the crusaders seem to take more interest in fighting each other and us townfolk than in eradicating demons. Allrun has gone mad and now puts all his inquisitive zeal into burning witches. Today, Canabras is a city of fear and suspicion. We even had to hide our altar of the Shimmering Maiden in the basement so they wouldn't accuse us of demon worship. Queen Galfrias had recently appointed Allrun the prelate of Canabras. Now nothing will stop this murderer from taking complete control of the city into his hands and serving his so-called justice on everyone. His previous acts of violence were just the beginning of a full-scale massacre. We have to flee. Run like our parents did. This time not from demons, but from the Crusaders. Soon we will sell our tavern and leave. Anywhere away from the agony of this endless war. May Pelura protect this city from whatever comes next. 10 of Lamashan. 4682. Swargel family of the Vimai clan. So that's probably close to the year it is right now. Ooh, alright. Scroll of Magic Missile, Scroll of Shield, Mage Armor, Restoration Lesser, Elemental Essence.
Let's head out.
Let's speak to Woljif. Yeah, I was looking up builds for Woljif and I noticed someone commenting that they missed Woljif in the first chapter, and if you do, then he's gone.
Hey, Chief! Ooh, hey, gorgeous. Come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
The young tiefling sits cross-legged on the floor. He looks relatively calm for someone in shackles, but his tail whips back and forth in agitation. Noticing your attention, the tiefling sits up and beckons you over.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out!
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Yeah, Yeah, you shut up. What was that?
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious.
Who are you?
Woljif. Woljif Jefto. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
The tiefling rattles his chains and gives you a meaningful look. Why are you in change?
Does it really matter? Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
He was caught thieving.
What do you want from me?
I'll lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff! If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
I can't help you while you're chained up here. How can I free you?
That's easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty-looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy Woljif locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that? Will you do it?
Alright, I'll talk to Irabeth about your situation. No promises though.
I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you.
We'll talk later. Yeah, it's always from a role-playing standpoint, you could say it's a bit odd for a lawful good character to go into making a deal with somebody like that, but I guess you could say that we're probably naive in a way that we're thinking, well, we could like be a chaperone and show them the good life, stuff like that. And also, you know, the dire situation you're in, I'm always thinking, well, we need as many willing people as we can, so sure. Now you were a cleric. A young man in well-worn traveling clothes and a simple wooden symbol of Aristil on his chest is efficiently cutting a linen robe into strips to use as bandages. Despite his visible exhaustion, he works with zeal, singing some tune about red braids and ripe sheaves of wheat under his breath. He raises his warm chestnut-colored eyes to you. Are you one of the Crusaders? Thank you for defending those of us whose talents lie off the battlefield. I'm Journo, servant of Aristil. Pleased to meet you. What are you doing? Are you from around here? I could use the help of a cleric. I have to go. What are you doing? I only took my holy orders recently, so my god has only bestowed a little of his power upon me as yet. I'm sorry to say that the number of wounded fighters in this tavern is far beyond my power to heal, but there's a reason people say have faith in the gods. But look to yourself first. I may not be able to help the wounded with magic, but at least I can cut up bandages. I could use the help of a cleric. Are you from around here? I have to go. Yeah, I think you pretty much can't really... I could use the help of Juno. Makes a helpless gesture. Aristil knows I'd be glad to help you, but it's of no use. My spells are depleted and I have no training in potions or scrolls. See this rope I'm cutting up for bandages? It's the second one to last. It's the second to last one. Are you from around here? No, it's just passing through Canabras. I was sailing down that old man of ours, the Great Selen River, to a village by the name of Chili Creek. I happened to land in the city in the eve of the festival, and I'm ashamed to say that I decided to stay for a day to enjoy myself, but I ended up staying in the city longer than I'd bargained for. Where is this Chili Creek? It's a small fishing village. It's not even marked on some maps, but people do live there. What they don't have is a priest. They have no one to heal their wounds, no one to offer prayers for a good catch. No one to give their dead a dignified burial, and the world wound is a stone's throw away. So I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek to serve my god and my people. Once we've held Gunabres, I'll be going there. If by the grace of the good gods we all survive this, you should come and visit me sometime. You'll find a village here on the bank of the river. The priest marks Chili Creek on your map. Aren't you a young and inexperienced cleric afraid to go to the border of the world wound? I won't lie. I am afraid, but what can I do? Those villagers are simple people like you and me. Every day of their short lives is spent working hard. Honest work. That's exactly the kind of life I want. Something simple but meaningful. If I had centuries ahead of me, like elves and some other races do, I might have spared some 50 years or so to travel around the world, the young man says with a smile. Or maybe even 100, why not? But I don't have time to spare, so I want to spend my short life in the place where I'm needed most, even if it's dangerous, especially if it's dangerous. May Aristil watch over you.
I'm gone.
Staunton. Okay. You know what? We'll do that
Follow
next
my
time.
steps.
Next time we'll go and speak to Staunton. We need to speak to Irabeth. And many more characters around here to speak to. There's Lan. I seem to remember that these guys actually sell scrolls. Maybe we can get a few of those. And yeah. But we'll leave that for next time. For now, thank you for watching. And have a nice day. And farewell.